Hello, this is Sabina at CraftStash Crafts with a very quick video for my Save Me From the Bin challenge. I set this up because I end up with bits and bobs on my table and sometimes I contemplate putting them in the bin. So I thought, why don't I use these things to inspire me to make something with it? I recently covered the front here as well. These were bits, these were the foam bits I had cut, and I used the outer bit as a stencil through that. I think in my first video I showed you the shrink plastic snail, so that just went on the outside of my album. I've shown you these. So today I have just grabbed from my little jar that I've got with bits and bobs this, well, it's like a bookmark. A friend gave that to me and we all had dried flowers and I popped that in there. But yeah, wasn't quite sure what to do with it, whether to stick it on a card, so I thought this is going in my album. Then I have got lots of these bumbles and hums. These are Lavinia stamps, and I stamped and coloured them on vellum quite a while ago when I went to the spring extravaganza at Lavinia Stamps at the Dreamatorium in the spring, and I needed a few to decorate my flower headband. So, and then I was just thinking, well, this is a little bit boring to have just that on there. So I was just looking for some cardstock, and I've got something here. I again literally saved from the bin yesterday, because this was a backing paper I had in the back of a picture frame. I still need to remove the clear tape on the back, and I just checked. I think I quite like that here. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to cut around this here. I find it a little bit difficult to trace the exact shape, so I might just trace the shape with the outer edge, or I trace the whole shape here and then just go inwards a little bit. I might do that. I think this is symmetrical, so I can probably do it on the back. That will be easier. And then all I want to do is really stick it down, and because this is vellum here, I'll have to either use my removable adhesive, my roller, or maybe even the permanent one, and my idea was just to stick it onto the page. I'm just contemplating whether I do want to trace it or whether I just use a whole page. I could do that as well. I think either of that is possible. So it's just a little idea for you, so just to have a play with something that you have on your desk and that is about to go in the bin, and you just want to get creative with it. If you do take part in my challenge, please put the hashtag Save Me From the Bin in there. Also, please tag my channel. I actually have got, bear with me, a little strip here with the information. So, yeah, I'm not on Instagram just yet. I'm contemplating whether I want to go on there. I do have a Facebook group called CraftStash Crafts Creations, so you could put your make in there if you're on Facebook, or if you've got your own YouTube channel, you just put the hashtag and the tag there. And yeah, every month I will draw a little winner from the people who take part, and you'll get a card of me and a little something to go with that. So yeah, I just thought I'd just show you that. So I will quickly do this off camera and then show you the finished version. So my little project is finished. I managed to draw the shape onto the back of the cardstock and checked with the shape here on top that I had drawn it correctly, so made a few corrections so that I was happy with this. And then I stuck down the cardstock with my normal glue and put some tape, double-sided adhesive here on the back behind the flower, so you can't see that. And then, as suggested, I used my permanent roller here, glue roller, just to put some glue on the back of the bumblebees on the vellum, and they basically hold the rest of this foil or acetate piece in place. Because I stamped on vellum, I could actually turn these around, so I've got this one flying in the opposite direction and this one here, which I thought was quite nice. This one's a bit more faded in comparison to that one, but with thin vellum you can see the image from both sides. Yeah, I'm pleased with this. I think it's quite cute. It got me to get creative a little bit and use up some of the bins that would have, some of the things that would otherwise have gone in the bin. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing your makes, and I'll see you again soon with another video.